Hello and welcome into another LEETCODE challenge. Today we're dealing with easy one, merge two sorted list. You are given the heads of two sorted linked lists, list 1 and list 2. Merge the two lists into one sorted list. The list should be made by splicing together the nodes of the first two lists. Return the head of the merged linked list. So as we can see here, we have this 1, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, and we are doing 1, 1, then 2, then 3, and then 2 4s. All right, let's get back to the solution after a short break. Alright, so we are back in the LeetCode console. I will be using JavaScript, but you can use many other languages as well. So we were asked to combine, merge two linked lists. What is a linked list? So linked list, as you can see here in this definition above, this is a construct that is containing the value and the next. So let's say we have this linked list here. The 1 is the value, and that the next is a reference to another node of the linked list, so to this node which contains value 2. And this node with value 2 contains a value of 2 and the reference to node with the value 4. So what we would like to do is for sure to instantiate a new linked list, so we can return it. So the beginning of the list is something called head, and the end of the list is something called tail. So let's start to code it. Let's instantiate a head. Let's create it a new linked list. So this new list node, let's put a null here, and let's instantiate a tail, which in the beginning will be the same as head. Then we would like to go through those like iteration through all these nodes and compare them. So we will compare like the 1 to 1 and then see what node, what value should go first. So let's do while list 1 doesn't equal null and the list 2 doesn't equal null as well. So this null, if we would go to a linked list, and let's say one linked list from the beginning of the end is bigger than the first one. So then we would go through all the first linked list, put it into our new linked list, which is sorted, and then we would be left with one linked list which would be blank, so it would point to null, and the second one would need to be attached like a whole to the tail of our new linked list. So let's do here some conditions. So if list.value is lesser than or equal list2value, we want to do two things. First, we would like to point tail.next to our new value, so to list1, and then we would like to change the list1 to list1.next, just to another value. And on the other hand, we will do it with a second list. So if the list2 is a lesser number, then we want to attach it to our newly created linked list, and then we want to change the pointer on that list to point to the next node. After all of this iteration finished, let's get back to it here, and then we need to move the tail. So our current tail will be equal to tail.next. Alright, after we will finish everything, we need to talk about this condition that we are left with only one list because the second one is already gone. So then we need to attach the end of the to tail, the beginning of the new list, of this one which is still in play. So let's do another if check. So if list1 isn't equal to null, then we would like to attach the list one. So we will do tail.next equals list1. On the other hand, we want to do tail.next list2. So that should make all of our conditions, and at the end, let's just return a start of our list. So we will return our head. So we will return head, but we will do a next. Because remember that we instantiated with null, so the first node is actually a null one, so we want to take the first one which we assigned here. Let's try to run it. Okay, those tests are okay. Let's run the whole suite. Alright, and we are good. I know this concept of linked list can be a little bit of intimidating at first, but it's quite a useful solution, and also it is very common to ask such question about modifying the linked lists and doing some operations on that. So I hope you get some better clarity on that, and see you in the next video.